Good morning. Welcome to Lagos Talks 91.3. It's about that time for us to talk about money. It's time for Everyday Money Matters, your financial literacy program. Welcome to the show. But of course, if you want to be a part of this, ask questions on how to raise money, keep money, or grow money, then call any of these numbers live, okay? There's 0809 191 3913, and there's 0809 222-0913. Also 0809 234 5913. And we have our new landline numbers. There's 01 515 0913 and 01 515 1913. And also, as I always announce, and I love to, we are online live. We have our webinar going, and if you want to be a participant, so you can join us in the studio, see Ugodre looking all nice and snazzy, even though I can't really see him right now. But yeah, be a part of that experience. Hit us up on our social media feeds at Lagos Talks 913 or at Nairametrics. Click on the link and become a participant. You can ask your questions directly, be a part of the show for real. Right, it is Everyday Money Matters. And have I said this yet? That Everyday Money Matters, a financial literacy program, and as such, answers to questions should not be considered as financial advice, but merely the opinions of our guests. Kindly consult your financial advisor for your personal, business, financial related issues. Now that that's out of the way, let me welcome Loretta and Ugodre this morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, morning.
Morning, Ugodre.
It's MAGA day.
Oh, make America great again. I was worried for a second. I thought Ugodre had changed professions.
It's MAGA day.
I thought he had gone into I was worried. Right. Welcome, Ugodre. Welcome, Loretta. What is going on in the world of business right now? Anything you want to highlight quickly?
All right, sir. Go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, we know what's happening in the world. The US elections are going on right now. Definitely, that's going to be affecting markets in the US. Positively or negatively, I don't really know. It looked like it was looking good a few days ago, but right now, what's going on?
It depends on what you are betting on. I have one of my friends told me this morning that he just made money off US stocks because
really?
Bet on is given what's going on with the election. So it depends on what you bet on, but yeah, to affect the markets a bit. In Nigeria, our own stock market has been doing well. I think it dropped a little a couple of days ago, but that's perfectly normal, with the stock markets. Treasury bills significantly also reduced from, so we're complaining last week that it was 2%, and now it's at 0.5%. So
it's what?
It's gone.
0.5%?
Yeah.
Wow. That is the lowest I have ever heard.
Sadiq, why are you surprised?
Well, yeah, but I mean, last week I thought that was as low as it goes. So who exactly is going to invest with that kind of return?
It's actually 0.38 or so percent for a 90-day treasury bill.
0.38.
And guess what? It was oversubscribed, by the way.
You're kidding. At that return, at that rate.
Yes, it was.
Is there something going on that we don't know about? Or these are people with obviously phenomenal amounts of money, right?
No. We explained the last time, Sadiq. We said that there was a CBDM policy that basically has helped reduce interest rates. So so all those very mouth-watering yields that the CBN used to give, they basically stopped giving it again. So, and that has just driven rates down, and there's very little investable markets out there for people. So that's why you're seeing the stock market also perform very well too, because stocks are relatively very cheap, or were relatively very cheap. And they were paying dividend even though the economy was bad. And so investors just move their money straight to the stock market. And that's why you're seeing stock market doing well. Most stocks are up 30, 40%, 50%, 60%. Yeah.
If only we had listened. If only we had listened. Right. But let's go straight into the questions for the day. And remember, if you are a participant, I can see everyone here. You can send your questions directly. We'll be more than happy to take them on the platform. Right, there's this one here, and it says, wait, I hope I'm going through the right set of questions. Right, yeah. Says, what are the rudiments of investment banking business? This person wants to start markets. It's asking for the rudiments of investment banking business.
Very strange question.
Um,
Go ahead, Loretta.
So investment banking is kind of like private equity, where people just, you have a group of investors, they have a pool of funds, and then they invest in, companies. So if you're investing through the stock markets, for example, you buy the shares of the company on an open exchange, so in these stock markets. But with investment banking, they typically go for companies that are not quoted, majorly not quoted, and so you have the freedom to negotiate, the rates, the percentage. So, for example, if I'm giving 1 million, if I'm carrying off 1 million to the stock market, I know exactly how what I'm buying because of this price.
Yeah.
But if I was investing with investment banking, I can now negotiate with the company and things like that. But as an investor, you can, if you want to invest through investment banking or private, you just need to, join a group of, and they'll help you invest your money. It's much to go through the stock market.
So that's what it's pretty much about. That's the sort of advantage and why people go in that direction. You can get your own deals. You can make a little bit more by negotiating if you have the skill for that.
Yeah, the investment banking firms. So it's just like kind of like mutual funds. You have a pool of investors. Yeah. For the investors that don't even have money, they can get loans. They can get loans from, like Afrexim Bank, BOI. Say, okay, I've seen this company. It looks like if we merge these two companies, or if we invest structuring or something, this company is actually going to do well. So they now need their capital to save or to help restructure companies that are doing poorly in a bid to get a stake from, the company and make money out of the company at the end of the day. So.
Nice. So basically, like for Rentable, someone can come and invest in the company, build it up, and then make a profit from it, and that person will be an investment banker. Yes.
Haha, wishful thinking.
That person could
just throwing that out there.
90% of your company.
Did you say 30%? 30? No, that's too much. Cannot guarantee
they can be very exciting, So if Rentable is really good, you can get the money, but they might also take all of it.
Wow. Okay, so we need to be worried about that. But yeah, hopefully you understand the rudiments of investment banking.
Yeah, just to explain a bit more as well. So, investment banks in Nigeria and most, countries all over the world basically are involved in helping raise funding for companies. So they are the link between companies who want to raise funds and private equity investors or investors who want to invest in those companies. So whether you're doing an IPO or a public offer or a private placement, investment banks are the go-to. So they are the ones who help you link up with the investors who are going to buy that for you. So they package all those things for you, and in exchange, investment banks get fees. So it's not something that you ordinarily go into. You can't just wake up today and say you want to own an investment bank. No, you need a license. You need serious capital, expertise, know-how. That's a huge business, and there are not a lot of them in Nigeria, globally as well. So if you look at globally, if you talk about banks like Goldman Sachs, those are investment banks, right? So.
The long history. Interesting. There's one here on the platform. It's from Tuburu Ugodre. Morning. He says, deposit rates are dropping phenomenally. Why are lending rates not following suit?
Very good question. And this is something that we've always said. Loretta, don't worry, I can take this. Very good question. That's the irony of Nigeria. So for banks, lending rates, banks will tell you that lending rates is a function of the deposit rates, and then cost of funds. So cost of funds and cost of running the bank are different things. So cost of funds would typically be maybe the cost associated with getting deposits. So even though cost of funds is lower because savings and fixed deposit rates are now single digits, the banks still, face higher cost because of inflation. So their software development cost is expensive. Their cost of maintaining their branches is still expensive. So running cost and operating cost haven't actually dropped. So, and those are significant, part of their cuts. Be that as it may, you still expect in this country before. That was sometime between 2011 to 2013. I recall interest rates were about 16%. So it's possible that it will get there, but it does take time. But that's what you expect. You expect it to go down, but I don't see it getting down to single digits anytime soon. It's hardly going to happen. For that to happen, banks need to really
drop their cost
be lending at a huge scale, and then the amount of money that they have as well should be a lot, so that can cover their cost. So, for example, total lending is just under 30 billion, right? 30 trillion rather. So if maybe total lending is 100 trillion, then you notice that the banks have enough scale to allow them reduce interest rates. I hope I didn't sound too technical.
No, we managed. Although halfway through, it seemed like someone sort of hacked into our broadcast, but that's been sorted out. We do have to go on a very, very short break. Everyday Money Matters will continue. We'll continue asking or answering your questions. Keep asking them. And don't forget, you can still be a part of our Zoom radio webinar. Just go over to @Lagos Talks 913 or @Nairametrics. Click on the link and you'll be transported directly into the studio. We'll go on a very short break and we'll be right back after this. That's all right. Welcome back to Everyday Money Matters, your financial literacy program. Still got Ugodre, still got Loretta in the building, and we're still taking your questions. Right. I think there's another one on the platform. Let me look at that. This is from Uthman Shehu Abdul. Oh. He says, I can't hear anything over here. Is it only me? I'm guessing it's only you, or maybe because we were on the break. But let me go back to the questions for the day. This one says, which investment company can guarantee fund security in Nigeria? Really?
Fund security.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Actually, I mean, apart from the federal government bonds and all, is I don't know.
I don't think they are, but what I can say is that low risk investments, assets that you can invest in. So aside federal government bonds, you can check if there are mutual bonds for capital preservation. But I don't think they can guarantee at this point. They can help you preserve your capital, meaning you get very, significantly low interest rates. But yeah, that's what he wants, guarantee security of your funds. Yes, in fact, your bank accounts can guarantee security of your funds.
Guarantee. It's just, you're battling inflation, but at least guaranteed that it will be there. That's what he's looking for.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, let's move to the next one very quickly as we're running out of time. It says, hello, Nairametrics. I want to invest and trade in cannabis, and I don't know any knowledge about it. Can you help out? Where's Ugodre? Ugodre, this is for you.
Yeah, right.
I know you have no idea, but hey, I mean, any idea? I don't know if we've started or it's been legalized for us to be able to grow cannabis in the country. Maybe this person is talking outside the country. It's possible this could be a question from outside the country. So do you have any clue onto how to invest or trade in cannabis?
Well, not in Nigeria, so it's not legal yet. So don't go there. Abroad, perhaps, I think in Canada, and some states in the US, but it's not legal in Nigeria. So cross it, cancel it off your investment list in Nigeria.
Exactly. So that's gone. Just wanted to put that out there, just in case, someone might have had information, because you never know,
Yeah, right.
Have in-depth information about these things. Right. Move on to the next question. Says, the information you share is cool. Nice. He says, however, I would like to ask, why is it impossible to buy BTC with debit cards in Nigeria? I even went as far as getting a dollar card from a particular bank, and still I keep getting declined transactions. Are there alternative ways to buy BTC cheaply without black market sales? Thank you. So yes, BTC.
I don't know why you're trying to invest with your Naira denominated debit card, especially because you're investing in foreign assets. So I think the safest thing is to get a what do you call it? Foreign currency. What's the word? Open a foreign account, pretty much.
Domiciliary accounts, pretty much.
It's domiciliary there, pretty much, and then you can trade with that. But trading with Naira, I don't think, in fact, given the new restrictions, I don't think it's going to be easy to do that at all.
Okay, so just basically get a domiciliary account and your problems will be solved.
Ugodre, thanks.
Yeah, no, you don't. Well, yes, you get, even with the domiciliary account, it won't be that easy. What you do need is you can't buy Bitcoins directly with your debit cards, domiciliary or Naira account, but you buy through Bitcoin exchanges. So there are exchanges that you'd have to register to. And then when you register to those exchanges, if they now allow some of your debit cards, particularly DOM account debit cards, then you can now transfer into your wallet in those exchanges. Yeah. Now there are some Naira Bitcoin exchanges in Nigeria. I think that there's some of them out there that can accept Naira as well. But so it's not like you're going to just access the markets. You'd have to go through the regular Bitcoin exchange. And once you do that, then you can now have access to the market, and then you can now buy. But bear in mind that at the Naira one, the exchange rate is not the same thing with the official exchange rate, or even the black market exchange rate. It's usually a lot higher. Right? They have their own exchange rate, so you have to be mindful of that too.
Yeah, that's probably why he was trying to use, his bank and his card, because he was looking for that low rate. But not easy, not going to happen. Find an exchange. Right, this is another interesting question here. It says, good morning. Is it possible for you to explain the 1% stamp duty deduction to me? Now, is the deduction applicable to every transaction? I've gone to your website and other websites, but it's not clear to me yet. So this 1% stamp duty deduction, he wants it explained. Who's going to help him with it?
Stamp duty is basically a tax that you pay when you receive deposits in your account. So I don't know, doesn't it matter much explaining? That's really what it is. So
it's applicable
to everybody. It's applicable to transactions. I can't recall the details again off my head, but I know that it's not all accounts, but mostly when you receive deposits, you get to pay a stamp duty charge. But it's actually well broken down in Nairametrics. If you visit Nairametrics, you would see the breakdown of how it is calculated. It's not on all accounts. It doesn't, for example, you don't pay stamp duty on your salary when you got a salary deposit. It's mostly other kind of deposits.
Money
you pay stamp duty.
All right. And final question, at least, one of the last few questions, says, what are the benefits of keeping Bitcoin long term? If there are any benefits.
It's the same. It depends on when you went in. So if you buy low and hold for long term, that's fine. Now, people who want to hold Bitcoin for long term will probably want to do so because they believe that it's the future of money, and that at some point in the future it's going to be worth a whole lot more than what it is today. So that's it, but that's not guaranteed. You can't be too sure. 3 years ago, Bitcoin was going for like $17, and then it crashed to like $8,000. I think it's over $10,000 now. So, it all depends on how much you bought it when you went in, right? And then, what your purpose is. It's the same thing with gold. Gold can be expensive. Gold, you can buy gold, at a cheap, at maybe less than $1,000, and then hold it for as long as you want. It all depends on you, really. Yeah, so that's
Well,
the point.
it's more stable. There's a stability to gold. You know, it's not going to
Yeah,
fall below a certain amount.
exactly. Gold is not that volatile, but Bitcoin
Yeah,
is very volatile, right? Yeah, so it's a very, very volatile asset. The price swings go up a lot. So if you're gonna hold it for long, then I'm guessing your long-term bet is that it's gonna be valuable at some point
more
in the future,
valuable.
which is not bad, yeah. Because as we continue to go into a digital world,
Mhm.
there's every likelihood that cryptocurrency will become a lot more relevant. And as Bitcoin is the number one cryptocurrency, perhaps that's where the long-term value resides. Yeah.
Fantastic. And we're seeing that relevancy. I mean, we're seeing some companies, Nigerian companies, allowing people to use Naira to buy Bitcoin. So it seems like it's something that's going to stay. Anyways, thank you, as usual, for informing and enlightening us about these very important financial matters. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Ugodre. Thank you, Loretta. Final things to say to the beautiful people of Lagos and our wonderful attendees.
All right. Stay strong, stay safe. There's going to be another giveaway next week. So, stay on. Same thing we did last time. We're going to do it. We do it once every month for
nice.
our loyal listeners.
Nice.
So that's us signing up. Of course, visit us on nairametrics.com. All social media handles at nairametrics. Avoid fake news. Avoid fake handles. Be very careful. Stay safe. Be strong.
Nice. Thank you so much. And a big shout out Chukuma, Eziashi, Daniel Iyo, Ganyu Adeyemi, Hassan Balogun, Ibrahim Yakubu, Sheun Okonto, Chuku Gwayin, Tosi, Tuburu Godaro, of course, and everybody else who joined this morning. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. Thank you for listening to Everyday Money Matters. Cheers, guys. We'll see you next week.